The Obama deal with Iran was ridiculed and mocked by Trump as a terrible deal. He ripped it up in 2018. But many people looking at what's unfolding here believe that actually this deal is no better and perhaps may even end up being slightly worse than the deal that Trump so mercilessly mocked and has done ever since.
Actually, I disagree with President Obama. It is far, far worse. It is a massive loss for President Trump, the United States, and Benjamin Netanyahu. I want to remind everyone about 3.5 months ago, Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu decided to launch this illegal, unconstitutional war with Iran. They have since done what? They've done a regime change. So what have they done, Piers? They replaced the older dying Khamenei with a younger, more militant Khamenei. The Strait of Hormuz, which was open, is now closed. Iran, especially with this young guard coming up, is flexing its power. Iran has actually emerged in a way much stronger. Our allies are abandoning us because they see us as weak. The United States of America couldn't use its military might to force Iran to open up the Strait of Hormuz. Instead, many of our allies are going to what? China to look for a stable partner. Thousands of people have died, 4,000 Iranians, 4,000 Lebanese people. Israel is occupying Lebanon right now, has ethnically cleansed about 1 million Lebanese people. And with this deal, what's going to happen? Obama gave $3 billion. Now, according to the terms, we haven't seen it, but what we've seen from both sides so far is that Donald Trump will give about $300 billion, right, to Iran to rebuild. He's going to release the assets that were frozen. Iran says they're going to get sanctions relief. They're going to get an inshallah about, the uranium and the enrichment. And then what he could have done and should have done was simply stay with the JCPOA, not blown it up, which was actually a diplomatic coup. And voila, now we have this massive loss. And furthermore, Piers, something that's remarkable that you and I have not seen in our lifetime, I think you and I had the wisdom to be against the war on terror. We've seen in our lifetime that most Americans, whenever the United States bombs Muslim majority countries, they're with them. The majority of Americans are not with Donald Trump on this. In fact, every single month that this war has gone on, a majority of Americans, including his base, including young Republicans, say, why are we in this war and why are we giving this money to Israel? So what's going to happen now, and I think what President Trump should do, is we know what Israel's going to do. I don't know if you just saw earlier today, Israel's defense minister said, we don't care, and you just heard what Naftali Bennett said, we don't care what the United States does. We're going to continue occupying Gaza, we're going to continue occupying Syria, we're going to continue occupying Lebanon, we're going to do what we're going to have to do. If Trump was smart, what he'd say is the following: Israel, you do what you want. We don't have your back. We're not going to defend you. We're not going to use our munitions. You take on Iran by itself. And I guarantee you, if Donald Trump finally cuts off Netanyahu, Israel will back away. It'll probably take 1 week, 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, but it will. And that's in the best interest of the United States and Trump, who's negative double digits on this issue.
When it comes to this, the Iranian people rising up, Iranians have made it very clear. Our leader is His Royal Highness, the Crown Prince of Iran, Reza Pahlavi. Reza Pahlavi has said very clearly that when the conditions are right, he will make the call, he will issue the call, and the Iranian people at that point will rise up. He has not issued that call yet. And so anyone who's out there saying, oh, the war has failed because the Iranian people haven't risen up, they don't know what they're talking about, because you have to look at the Iranian angle here. The Iranian people listen to His Royal Highness Reza Pahlavi.
Yeah, back in reality, if Reza Pahlavi actually goes to Iran right now, most likely he would be assassinated and he would not be greeted with the majority people because he's seen as an agent and tool of the United States of America. But let's go back to reality. Donald Trump's biggest mistake. His biggest mistake was being dog-walked by Benjamin Netanyahu.
I would suggest you don't speak about the Iranian people and how they view His Royal Highness. You're not Iranian. You have no idea what you're talking about. You have no idea what people in Iran think or say.
Wonderful. Okay, thank you. I appreciate your alternative take on history. Let me just respond. Back in reality, Donald Trump's biggest mistake was he allowed himself to be dog-walked by Benjamin Netanyahu. He pulled out of the JCPOA. If he had just stuck with it, Piers, if he had just stuck with it, Iran would be weaker right now. The regime would actually be much more compliant. There would be much more transparency. It'd be less dangerous. He blew it up. Why? Because Netanyahu said, blow it up. So he did. Then he made the mistake last year of joining Israel in its 12-day war. And Donald Trump then bragged bragged about destroying Iran's nuclear capabilities. He degraded it, didn't destroy it. The biggest mistake was that Donald Trump did something that no president has done in 47 years. He actually followed Netanyahu and Israel into this regime change, this illegal, unconstitutional war. Now, what happened? And you've mentioned the facts. He promised regime change. There isn't a regime change. Sadly, there isn't. This is a totalitarian regime. It's gotten younger. The same players have just been, if you will, upgraded because they're younger, a bit more militant. Iran is flexing its muscles. Iran wargamed this. The Strait of Hormuz was open. Now it's closed. Who controls the Strait of Hormuz? Iran. What's happened to the global economy? You've seen Asia Pacific just get riled. You've seen gas prices go up to $4.50 to $5. Donald Trump, the Trump administration, has openly said that as a result of this, even if the strait opens, we're going to see high gas prices until 2027. Energy shortage, fuel shortage, food shortage. It's rocked Asia Pacific. Like I said before, our allies, our Gulf allies said, hey, man, we have bases here. We have U.S. companies here. We're getting targeted by Iran. They're looking to China for a new partnership. So what did Donald Trump gain by being dog-walked by Netanyahu? His poll numbers are rock bottom. A majority of Americans are against this war. Gas prices are up, food shortages, energy shortages, helium shortage. Furthermore, the Strait of Hormuz, again, is closed. It used to be open, folks. So Iran, yes, it has suffered many losses. We should not forget about the fact that Israel has killed so many people. Israel still occupies Lebanon. Israel still occupies Gaza. Israel still occupies Syria. And it's so interesting that Naftali Bennett comes on here and says, well, Israel has a right to defend itself. What about Palestinians? What about the Lebanese? What about the Syrians? What about Iranians? Because last time I checked, the United States and Israel were the ones who unilaterally started this war, assassinated Khamenei.
آنچه در مورد ما میگویند